Hey everybody, welcome to another MOTUfigures.com video spotlight. We got a couple new figures on Friday. We got Megator and Man-E-Faces. So we're going to do two in a row. We're going to do this Megator one and then we're going to immediately do Man-E-Faces. So we should be pretty current in a second here. So let's jump right into it. We'll start with Megator. I never had Megator before, so it's very exciting to finally have a Megator since he's such a rare vintage figure. They used the Titus body, which makes sense. When they developed the Titus body, I'm sure they had Megator in mind when they were developing it. I think he works a little bit better with Megator than he did with Titus. We got some new leg pieces, we got some new hand pieces, we got the ball and chain weapon, which I'm going to take out because it's dangling all over the place. Instead of the rooted hair of the vintage figure, they went with a sculpted hair, which I think looks really good. He's got this great harness with the skull logo. I prefer him to Titus. I think he's a cooler figure than Titus was.
Me too.
Yeah, he's really neat looking. Look, I mean, look at those nails. He's got these fingernails. That
I
are
like his wrecking ball thing or whatever.
Yeah, his ball and chain, his mace thing. Yeah, she comes with this, and this thing is like heavy. It's actually got some like heft to it because that real chain. The ball is hollow. It's kind of smushy.
That's real chain.
But it's a real chain. It's a real metal chain. It's actually got a little bit of weight to it. You want to feel it?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool,
yeah.
right? So he's got, I mean, he's rotocast to keep the cost down, so he's not as articulated as your standard MOTU Classics figure, just like Titus was. But, you know, for his size and stuff, he's just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool. He's a beast. So, let's jump right into the bio of him here real quick. Let's take a look. Megator, Evil Giant Destroyer. Real name, Molib the Demolisher. Okay, we have to interject here. Why isn't his real name just Megator? We gotta go over this again. Why does he have the real name of Molib the Demolisher? His name is Megator. That's his name. An Eternian giant in service to Hordak, Megator led Hordak's troops in battle during the Great Wars. He was recruited to help bolster the Horde's ranks after Titus and several other giants from the mountains of Perpetua allied themselves to King Grayskull. Megator was killed during the first Ultimate Battleground, caught in the iron jaws of the central tower, when the three towers were enchanted to sink into Subternia. His remains were discovered millennia later by King Hiss, who magically reanimated him into a mindless zombie. He served King Hiss and fought against Hordak and the Masters of the Universe in the second Ultimate Battleground, once again dying on the battlefield. Pretty cool bio. I like that they, you know, have him as a member of the Horde and as a member of the Snake Men in his zombie form. I love the mention of the Central Tower and the Three Towers. Anytime they bring up Eternia and the Three Towers, I think it's really cool.
What are the Three Towers?
You know that Eternia playset?
Yeah.
That's the Three Towers. So that's like the ultimate battleground, basically. So, I mean, this is a cool bio. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We get to find out he died, and we get to find out he came back. So he's kind of two characters in one, which is awesome. You've got the Preternia version of Megator serving Hordak, and you've got sort of a modern-day version of Megator in his zombie form. Mm-hmm. So, cool bio overall. Really neat. Okay, now, here's the part where, okay, he came with a secret accessory. Okay? Now, like at least, I think it was like a month ago, I had found an eBay auction, and I had posted about this and said, here's the secret accessory, right? But in case you are waiting until your figure arrives to find out the secret accessory, you want to stop watching the review right now, because we're about to talk about the secret accessory. Alright? So if you're waiting for your package to arrive, now's the time to stop it. I'm giving you a fair warning. Stop the video. Go on to the next video. You still here? Okay, then you don't mind us talking about the secret accessory, which is the zombie head.
Really cool. Really
awesome. I think we all kind of suspected it was going to be this. I'm going to take this thing out of his hand because I'm going to be banging all over the place if I don't. We all suspected this from the bio, that it was going to be a zombie head, so you could do two versions of Megator. But it's really neat looking. I mean, he's got like the one droopy eye and one big eyeball open. He's got a slack jaw. And they were able to do the rooted hair on him, which the original Megator had rooted hair. So they did this patchy rooted hair for him. And, you know, they made it so it kind of curls down, so it's not like the usual rooted hair where it's all over the place. They did a good job on that, and I actually really like the way the rooted hair looks. Like his bald, patchy, zombified head. Pretty sweet. And it's basically like two characters in one from two different eras of He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
If you happen to get two of them, which, here's the thing about secret accessories. A lot of people may not have known that there was a second head. So people that buy two figures that have two heads to display in both ways, that wasn't a smart idea to not tell people that it was a second head. Because then they could have put one with their Snake Men, they could put one with their Horde.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, I think they should have done like Man at Arms came with two heads, and they told you that.
Exactly. They usually tell you when there's a second head, so that you can plan ahead to buy to buy two of the figures, so you can display it both ways. You get my joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, I don't get why this was a secret accessory, but it's really neat. I think it's cooler than the regular head. I'm excited about having it. So there you go. There's Megator. He's really cool. He was $40, which is kind of pricey for a tall Rotocast figure, but I really think he was more worth the $40 than Titus was. Not that I don't like Titus. We'll get into Titus when we do his review, but I think he's more worth the $40 than Titus was. That's just my opinion. You got anything to say about Megator?
I mean, I don't have too many problems with the zombie head, but just a little.
What was your problem with the zombie head?
I can't really explain it.
What part is it? What part are you talking about?
The hair.
You don't like the hair?
Not really.
You mean what part don't you like? That it's real hair?
Yeah.
Well, they're going for that. That vintage thing. Plus, I was thinking about this too. In order for them to do this patchy hair, it would be really tough to do it in plastic. Because you would be looking at, this patch over here would be one piece of plastic. This patch over here would be one piece of plastic. This patch over here will be one piece of plastic. So your cost is going up for each one of those individual pieces. Because they would have had to make a tooling for each piece of hair. Because it would have had to been separate pieces. So this was probably a cheaper way to go, to do this rooted hair. Because they wanted, obviously, to do this patchy, half-bald, undead look to him. Kind of mummified. So that's why they did it. I understand what you're saying, though. It kind of is like doll's hair. But if that's the only way it works, that's the only way it works. Plus, it's a good homage. Look how cool that is. Look underneath that hair. He's got all that... His face is all torn up. It looks like it's been, chewed on. His head has. Super cool. If you stayed all the way through, you now know about the secret accessory, which you probably already have the figure anyway. So that's it. I think that's all we have to say about that one, right?
Yep.
So we'll sign off. We're gonna move right into Many Faces. So you want to say it again? They might not have heard you.
Good journey.
Good journey. We'll see you guys next time.